The heck is that? So as you can see, we have a smorgasbord of weeds invading this space right here that we need to get rid of so we can have a thick stand of turf that is fun to play on. So we have all kinds of weeds in here, from clover to dandelions. We have some chickweed. We have things that I don't even know what they are. But today we are going to try out a product, see if it works, and see how easy it is to get rid of these weeds. Okay, so right here what we have is a hose end sprayer that is filled with weed control. The same products that you can get from the big box store that you mix in your tank and you spray out are in here, just in a hose end version. So before we get into the actual application of this and talk about how we're going to use this, what it's going to kill, all that stuff, I want to first talk about my thoughts on weed control. So first off, as you can see, we have some clover right here. We've got this scattered throughout this entire area, and I know a lot of you are going to come on here and say, why are you killing the clover? It's good for the bees. I get it. You don't want me to kill the clover, but to me, it doesn't look good in my yard. I want a yard without weeds, without clover, without anything else in it besides turf grass. And well, I'm just gonna be honest with you. You can't tell me that that looks better than that right there. Or at least in my opinion, I want that. And as far as the rest of this goes in here, there is all kinds of crud growing up in this section of grass that I just do not like. As far as the actual products I usually like to use when I'm applying weed control, I like to use concentrates that come in a bottle. You mix them in your backpack sprayer with water, you spray them out. It is much cheaper, much more cost effective in the long run, and it allows you to be more precise where you're spraying it. But I know some of you want the easiest method possible, which is this right here. I will admit, I have never used a hose and weed control before, so this is a test, and we're gonna see exactly how well it works. Fast acting, kills all types of weeds. It is a 3-way herbicide, which is fantastic. It is rain fast in 1 hour. The only thing to keep in mind, do not apply it above 90 degrees. So now that we know all that, let's get to spraying. So I just sprayed a small section right here so we can see the rest of it, how it compares, and we're gonna check in every few days. With that, let's get this thing put back. See you in a few days. Boom, 1 week later, let's look at the results. And as you can see, weed free. Wait, that's not right. Here we go. Still got some weeds in here. So real quick, before I show you the full finished results, I wanna say, hands down, easiest, most convenient weed control I've ever used. Didn't expect any different, but there was no mixing. You don't have to have any fancy equipment. You need a hose. Shout out to HoseLink for making the best daggone retractable hose reel on the market. Boom. And you need one of these spray bottles to attach the end of it and the ability to walk. But as far as the actual results go, here we go. I'm gonna show you some day by day because I took some pictures along the way, but here we are 7 days later. And as you can see, a lot of this stuff is wilting and turning yellow, and it is just not loving life. Some of it is thriving though. The clover looks like it hasn't really been touched, but most of the other stuff looks like it is not enjoying it. So I'd say for the most part, it's doing its job. And just so you can see the spot that I did not spray, basically you can see a line right here. I sprayed this stuff, it is wilting, it is hating life, and then right here is where I stopped, and all that stuff is still green, it is still thriving and growing and healthy, and doesn't really have a care in the world. And then right over here is where I sprayed all this to about right here. So again, wilting, turning yellow, hating life, loving life. And so that's the section that I did not spray. Sprayed all that, sprayed that over there, and you can tell the difference. Hi, little guy. Sorry. Not. So my conclusion on this, it works. Now I'm gonna be honest with you. You can see the clover is not dinged up, not phased at all. And I wouldn't use this product for clover. I like the purple Weed Be Gone, anything with triclopyr in it. So if you have clover as your main target, get the purple bottle, hose end, use this the same exact way that I use the one in this video, and that would probably work for you. But for everything else, dandelions, crabgrass, whatever the heck this thing is, that orange bottle that I used is going to work extremely well. Basically, the moral of the story is you have no excuse to not spray your weeds. I still recommend doing your own mixing, getting the concentrates and doing it yourself, because you're going to save a lot more money. You can put the product exactly where you want it instead of the hose end where you have to spray it everywhere. But you have no excuses. It cannot get any easier than that right there. We'll see you. Well, a little wet,